They were closing in on a capacity sellout, close to 87,000 here, and so many.
And they will support this team. And we saw it out.
They will play Algeria. On the move. Up against Hiaye, the standing right back. Ellerson arriving.
Ellerson sets up his run to the back post.
I think it's a fairly comfortable win for them. Ali, I know you saw that game as they're on the attack here. Initial shot was charged.
It is a miss for Iceland. Wasted opportunity.
Changed.
Bouncing out, which are the somewhat things that you need in order to win a tournament like the World Cup. Besides all of that, then win it back to back. A lot of things have to go your way, and most of all, you're gonna
see is at it again. For Lopez to lead the charge. Cutting inside, awkward for the keeper, got enough on it to steer it to safety for now.
You should play for Iceland on a turnover. That indeed the field conditions are not helping him out, but it felt like it was one of
the discipline. Same at the other end for Iceland, who had that chance through Ellerson before. Here's Messi with the free kick, bending it in.
Those guys that can make a difference coming off the bench, or if indeed Scaloni needs to make changes from game to
Jose Lopez. He's only made one start in his career for Argentina prior to tonight.
That's why it's important to get some repetition for some of these players, because they may be the guys that are called upon in a
Marseille keeper, who's winning just his 8th Argentina cap tonight. They're still awaiting.
And in losing twice to Ukraine, as expected, they finished 3rd in the group and gone. The
question is, for how long do they get to see the main man tonight, Stuart Rob? Eight appearances so far for the 21-year-old Paz, just the one goal. To this
while this guy could have been playing for you all along.
There's the Argentina free kick, and almost split the upright. And perseverance paid off for him. I was astonished to read this is their first European opponent they've had since the World Cup final against France at the end of 2022 as well. And it's Goodmanson who takes it. Actually, it's a throw this time. And then Gretarsson. Lo Celso's delivery, a tasty one, dealt with. And as far as Lopez, they had to fight and claw and make things ugly to get their way through the knockout rounds of that tournament.
Beating for this team in this World Cup, that sort of situation in which you have that moment of magic for Lionel Messi, but how much magic will we see?
Yeah,
1-0.
Almost infamous upsets of all time. Of course, Argentina also lost the first game last time out.
That they get past Uruguay. There's a potential that if the United States finish 2nd in their group.
Had an injury-racked campaign, but is fit at the right time. Here's an opportunity for Simeone. And here he is getting his first touch and getting involved immediately and setting it up. And the little clip goes just wide from Lautaro, but is it a penalty? The referee has pointed to the spot.
Goal somewhat out of control, thinking that Lionel Messi scoring a goal.
Things up for Lautaro Martinez to win the penalty, and now Messi trying to take advantage against Iceland.
Outstretched from Olafsson. on Lautaro Martinez.
Ironically, just like he couldn't do against them at the World.
Doesn't, so then decides to go with a little bit more power. Olsen full stretch, can't quite get there. Good, because the last thing I would want is to put him out there, assuming, of course, that Lionel Messi's on the field. Oh, good Lord.
Yeah. Cheap giveaway. Can Argentina exploit it? Nice ball over the top. Still Argentina, a goal to the good, thanks to that man, and that at this point. Messi.
So Auburn University, they're probably thinking to themselves,
All the shots all along the ground. 8,000 at the stadium. Still only the 11th largest on-campus stadium in this country. Brazil in action, Argentina.
Months already. It was never in doubt, but they certainly took any doubt away very early on. So Fernandez and Rodrigo de Paul are in. Barco and Los Celso are off. And was seconds away from actually scoring the game winner, potentially game winner against France.
The switches now for Argentina. Barco, impressive first half. Iceland, they only have 2 wins. And Lautaro Martinez will get the second half here. Magnussen with the giveaway. It's a gift. Going to launch another attack for Argentina. Simeone back inside to Nico Paz. Likely for World Cup holders to then repeat frequently. It's his team on the prowl again, looking for a second. Nice work by Simeone to tee it up. Is there an end product? Enzo Fernandez.
The ball in and squeeze it to where you can find the center forward. In this case, Lautaro Martinez, although his movement wasn't the best inside the 18-yard box.
Lionel Messi in South Florida, playing for Inter Miami. Referee giving the foul there.
And then Messi walking around the field, you're going to need guys like Rodrigo de Paul to be at their best in order to regain possession. And then as we project what wide at the level of Angel Di Maria, they'll miss him in this World Cup.
Yeah, he's the one. Well, we'll come back to that question because the offside flag has stayed down for now, and a chance on the rampage to make it 4. Messi denied by an outstretched. Well, the crowd.
Not helping the situation.
And here's Messi trying to get back to business. Business of directing traffic. De Paul. There's the Iceland corner whipped in. Shot on. Martinez. Pivoting back to Hiai. Right back in comes the cross. Incredible 2-2 draw now. The threat is provided by Argentina on the break.
Now they get themselves out of position. Nico Paz takes a good first step forward. Now he's going to find Lautaro Martinez.
Not seen that much of him so far, but it's careless. It's Oscarson who's picked it up, and a chance. Didn't quite. Picked off by Goodmanson for Iceland. You knew I was going to mention this, didn't you? They beat Bolivia 1-0 in the build-up to the '94 World Cup. Bolivia's only appearance as Messi threatens to break through.
That's a category one for you.
Here's the shot that's on. Ooh, and that's long diagonal ball right on the money for Simeone, who slips it through. Opportunity perhaps for Lautaro.
Tries to run in behind, seems to step on Magnussen, which then frees up Lautaro Martinez. He makes the correct decision, puts it on.
That's 2 really big misses we've seen at that end of the field. Good looking free kick. Well, we'll come back to that question because the offside flag has stayed down for now, and a chance on the Rampage to make it 4. Venturous ball and a perfect one from Enzo Fernandez. Releasing De Paul. Familiar with this part of the world. 3 years. Just played by the Argentina midfield. McAllister was the man on the receiving end. He releases his man. Oh, and back off the post again.
Good combination play from Argentina, and Lautaro Martinez, who barely stays in an onside position, being kept on by Magnussen, opens up his body.
Needs an outlet, one arriving. I see Argentina just trying to ease their way through the final minutes of preparation here before the World Cup gets underway in earnest in a week's time. Here's Messi sliding it through again, surely! And
initial option was to find Lautaro Martinez. Sometimes you get sweaty, and
the flag did come up in delayed fashion, which we all love so much.
Now, these are the sort of things that you have to be in the second half, in the early part of the second half.